So thank you to everybody. It's been really great to hear from some new partners too. I'm going to hold on. I'm going to hand over to Miracle now, who's going to give our final partner talk of this cohort year. So Miracle, take it away. You are muted, just in case you were speaking.
All right. Greetings, everybody. My name is Miracle Marcel, and I'm from Nigeria, but my project covers the whole of Africa. So today I'll be speaking about our organization and the work that we are doing in Africa. And part of the things I'm going to be saying today, I'm going to be presenting them during the General Assembly in Cape Town next month. So the table of contents, we covered introduction to PACS Lab, methodology we use in disseminating the project across the continent, and the results. Okay, so I would like to start by giving us narrating a short history about PACS Lab, how we started and where we are going. So back during the COVID-19, okay, so there was an event that happened around May. It's called Launch America NASA Social. So during the period when NASA launched astronauts to the International Space Station from the US soil. So that was the first time for the past 10 years or 11 years. NASA is doing that when the other mission was retired. So during that period, they set up a social, it's a Facebook group called the NASA Social Group. So I joined it, and we celebrated the event, and I connected with a lot of people. So from there, I got this project that I am doing today in Africa. So the aim of PACS Lab in Africa is to promote hands-on activities in astronomy and space science and soft astronomy research in Africa as a means of advancing space exploration and enhancing space education and outreach. So what I normally do is I connect with groups from the global north, and I bring those opportunities back to Africa. So PACS Lab is currently online. All of our programs are online. So, and we are registered in Nigeria. We are registered in Nigeria, and here is our official logo. Here is our certificate of registration. So our methodology, I will talk about the structure and team formation, talk about our key projects and how we assess astronomical data. And then we also talk about our impact. So, So after participating, first of all, I got in contact with some groups, I learned some of the projects. Then I now drew plans on how to spread the projects in Africa. So my approach was, connecting groups through Facebook, social media, LinkedIn. I also connected through emails. I sent emails. I also searched some institution emails, and I sent emails to some of them so that they will to know if they are interested. Most of them got back to me, and we held our meetings and our training. So here's a sample of how our training meeting goes. So the groups that we connected with are space agencies across Africa, astronomy organizations, observatories, secondary schools, different organizations that are interested in STEM activities. So I speak English, but when it comes to those countries that do not speak English, we have some teams, that speak French and English, Arabic and English, so I liaise with them to train other people from those countries. So that is how we progress. That is our methodology. And then we have a WhatsApp group. This WhatsApp group is where we coordinate our activities, we distribute information. Most of the people involved in this WhatsApp group are team leaders, not just honorary members, because I talk with team leaders, the team leaders talk to their members. So our key projects now at PACS Lab, the key projects are divided into two. We have the primary project and we have the secondary project. So in the primary project, we participate in the asteroid search run by the International Astronomical Search Collaboration. That is our major project anyway. Then we participate in exoplanet photometry run by NASA Exoplanet Watch. Then we participate in research writing with collaboration with Dr. Rachel Fried. Then astrophoto visual development, we process images captured by using Lobscomb's observatory, Hubble Space Telescopes on the James Webb Space Telescope. And lately we have the ARIS program, which I will describe later. And we keep adding more in our primary project. We have other ones, like even variable stars that we are still developing, we haven't added to our project. Then in our secondary project, we have telescope giveaway, we have the International Astronomy and Astrophysics competition, and other miscellaneous projects. I will describe them in detail. So the general requirement is that we welcome everybody, whether you are in STEM or not in STEM, okay? No matter your age, our project suits everybody, okay? No matter where you are coming from, okay, your professional levels, okay, we welcome everybody. So, but the basic requirement is that you should know how to operate computer, okay? You should know basic computer operation. And then you should have computer, not just operating it, you should have a computer, preferably Windows operating system. You should have good internet and passion for space. So that is just the general requirement for our project. Now in the asteroid search, we participate in the asteroid search, which is part of the planetary defense. We try to prevent events like this. This happened in Portugal and Spain on May. Okay, we prevent stuff like this by participating in the asteroid search. So that is just part of the planetary defense, but we use it to promote astronomy research, education and outreach in Africa. So we involve a lot of people, like I mentioned before, universities, space agencies, national observatories. So we use the astrometrical program here to search for asteroids, and here is how to detect asteroids in the astrometrical software. So here is the picture of the teams from different countries, just a few of them. This is from Togo, this is from Kenya, this is from South Africa, Cameroon, Ghana, Rwanda, Benin Republic, Morocco, Nigeria. So we involve everybody. So the tools for the asteroid search is Windows operating system. You will need a Windows operating system, not Mac, not Linux, Windows operating system. You will need internet connection and then astrometrical software. So in the training methodology, we use two methods. We recommend our recorded videos for you to watch. Okay, I explained everything step by step in these 8 videos. But if you do not prefer that, we host online training session. So each of these online training sessions, the minimum is 3 hours. Sometimes it can get up to 5 hours, but the minimum is 3 hours. So some people are not able to stand that, so I recommend them to watch the video so that they can learn at their own pace. And this video is also important for those living in places where internet is very costly and very slow, because you can have Zoom training with them. So they watch the video and it works. So far, you know, we started with Isaac back in late 2020 till now, about almost 4 years. December 4th is going to make it 4 years. We have discovered up to 30 asteroids, 30 provisional asteroids. So here is our, this is our calendar for the next academic year starting next month. So we run it every month, okay? Run it every month till next year, May. So in the exoplanet research, we participate with the NASA Exoplanet Watch to reduce exoplanet data sets in order to refine their mid-transit, their period, okay? for future missions. So here is an example of the light curve that we typically produce with the data sets. Okay, so we use this exotic program to reduce the data. And after that, we submit the report to the American Association of Variable Star Observers. You need not to be a member, a registered member, to be able to obtain an observation code. So, or you can get an observation code to submit your result. So the tools needed for the exoplanet watch is you can use any operating system. You will need internet, you need Gmail, you must have a Gmail account. Then all the software that we use that I mentioned before, research will be explained to you. We also offer online training via Zoom. So this particular month, July, I was nominated as the NASA Exoplanet Watcher of the Month. Okay, so after this meeting, I'm going to send you this link so that you can read my story. It is presently on the NASA website right now. At the end of this month, you won't find it again. So I'm going to send you the link so that you can read my story. And many thanks to Kule Tuk for introducing this project to me when we met last year. So many thanks to her. So in the research writing, okay, now most of the people in our community are amateurs. Okay, so we are interested in looking for soft astronomy research they can do without having advanced knowledge of astronomy. So double stars is one of them. So last year, September, we collaborated with Dr. Rachel Freed, and she trained us on the double star research. And the papers are published at the Journal of Double Stars Observation. So when we did research with her, we had 2 publications, okay? But now we have had more students, getting involved. I mean, African students getting involved in this research, okay? So these 2 papers were published just this month, okay? Meanwhile, we have about 6 that are still under peer review, and I have about 6 that are still with me. Okay, we are still recruiting students and training them in the research with the hope that they will spread it in their communities. Right now, I'm having about 9 Moroccan students participating in the research. So the method that we use recorded videos, the videos that Dr. Richard Free used to train us, we use it, and then I walk them through on how to follow the video and also to be successful in the research, how to write out the paper. So the tools are any operating system, you need internet, you need to install Astro Image. We're going to give you the link. They need Gmail or email, then all software is online. In the astrophoto visual development, we train our amateur astronomers how to process space images from the Hubble Space Telescope. These images that you are seeing right here were processed at PACS lab. So here is the Hubble Space Telescope, the James Webb Space Telescope, and the Los Alamos Observatory. So the training methodology, we have recorded videos, and we also host online training via Zoom. So here we have the Photoshop part and we have the GIMP part. Photoshop is not free, okay, but GIMP is free. GIMP is almost like Photoshop, but it's a free software. So the tools, you can use any operating system, need internet. If you have Photoshop, fine, but if you don't have it, use GIMP, Fit Liberator, Siri. Siri is most important when you are processing James Webb Space Telescope images. Then you need an email. So, but when we are training people, we mostly focus on using GIMP and with Los Alamos Observatory data. So the latest of our project is the ARIS event. The full name is Amateur Radio Contact with Astronauts aboard the International Space Station. So this enables students to communicate with astronauts aboard the International Space Station. So this has been happening in advanced countries. over the years, and also in Cape Town, in South Africa, and in Morocco. So I got information about it last year. We applied for it, and our application was accepted. So we're going to have our citizen science community communicating with astronauts by next year, because that is when it's supposed to happen. So we're going to use Zoom, okay? We're going to use Zoom to communicate with astronauts. We are still developing this event, and we are involving everybody in our community and beyond. And we want to make it very steady. Then in the telescopes giveaway, it's our secondary project, okay? During the course of, integrating, engaging with people from different countries, you would find out there are some countries that you find it so hard to recruit people there because they do not understand the importance of space and astronomy. So it is very hard, okay? So what we do is we partner with our regional partners, and Jean from Europe, to donate telescopes to us to distribute to these places, okay? So far we have distributed about 5 telescopes, and we are looking for more partners to continue distributing telescopes to more communities in those African countries. So how do we have access to astronomical data for our work? For the asteroid search, we use data is collected from the Pan-STARRS and the Catalina Sky Survey. This is from the University of Hawaii. This is from the, I think, Arizona State University, I think. Okay, but these 2 telescopes generate, out of the asteroid surveys, they generate huge amount of data. So if you look at the surveys here, you see that this is the Pan-STARRS over the years, and this is the Catalina Sky Survey over the years. So they generate a huge amount of data for asteroids. So when they generate this data, it is sent to the ISAC. ISAC is an international organization, astronomy outreach organization that distributes this data to schools across the world. So we are a regional partner to ISAC. So this is how you download the data. So the data is loaded for you on the page. So you download it from here. After downloading it, use astrometrical software to analyze data after you submit it back to ISAC. So that is how it works.
You have 5 minutes left.
So
Miracle.
Okay. Okay. So in the exoplanet research, we have 3 sources of data. We have data from the micro observatory. We have data from the exoplanet watch. Okay. These things are explained in the video that I just showed you on our website. I have to be very fast. Then we also have data from the Las Camas Observatory. And then for the double star research, we get data from the Las Camas Observatory. We became partner to the LCO last year. We were awarded 100 hours of telescope time, and last year, and also this year for the 2024-2025 academic year, we were awarded another 100 hours for our research. So we also have other sources of telescope data, the SLU telescope. So this is another robotic telescopes that you can use to make observation. Okay, but this is you can observe things live, okay, as they are happening right now. So we use it in our PACS lab to observe different kinds of objects, starting from the moon and to objects in the deep space. And most especially, you can use it to observe eclipses. So the large the SLU telescopes, they have mobile telescope they use to they move around whenever there's an eclipse, so that some people using the telescope can observe with these telescopes. So during the North America eclipse on April, we used it to observe the eclipse right from Africa, right here. So here's the mobile telescope there. So I'm going to just show you, even if this is the last part. So here is the pictures. We combined these pictures. We were observing it live from Africa, why this happened in America. So here is just that. So time is against me. So the result, so just about last month, we issued survey to all of our participants to give us details that are in that survey. So from the details we collected, we discovered about 691 people citizen scientists have benefited from our project over the years. Those are coming from about 45 countries in Africa out of the 54. Okay, so we have almost covered the whole of Africa. Then we have about groups, 70 groups, because we work in groups. We don't work individual, we work in groups. Then in terms of gender identities, here is the gender identities. And here is the levels of education. We have the secondary school, we have undergraduate, they are the highest. We have the master's level, we have the PhD. Most of these PhDs are university teachers using our project, incorporating our project in their classrooms. So we have our particular project. So the Astra search is the widest of all of them. We recently incorporated these ones. Okay. Then we have year of participation. So in 2022, when we started this, I started with one person. Okay. So after that, we started to recruit people over the years. So here is just the bar chart. Then we are still in 2024, and we believe that this chart is going to still grow beyond 2023. So here is the geographical zones of citizen scientists. Okay, so Africa has about 5 geopolitical zones. We have North Africa, West Africa, Central Africa, and East Africa. So here is just the chart. Sorry, I'm rushing this. And here is the map of Africa showing the countries in blue are the countries that we have, expanded our project to. So it's only remaining about 8 countries for us to cover the whole of Africa. And we are still looking for more people to join our efforts. So our effort is helping in developing Africa in terms of the sustainable development goals. So we have the quality education, we have gender equality. So I don't know, we have decent work and economic growth. This is just the last part. Okay, so that we have reduced inequality. So all of these things, you can read them from our paper. Everything is described on our paper. Just finished writing it about last 2 weeks. So it is still under review now. So after that, it will be published. So you're going to read it, every single thing that you need to know. And you can reproduce this project in your country. So thank you so much for the time. I hope I did not spend.
Thank you, Miracle. You were perfect on time. And I have to say, it's such a wonderful program. The fact that you are truly Pan-African as well is really so joyful. I'm really so impressed. And we're extremely proud to have you on board as a Global Sky partner. We are at time, but if anybody would like to ask a quick question, please. I love that you're keeping Rachel so busy as well with all your with all your submissions. Anybody have a quick question for Miracle?
Edward, this is Frank on the phone.
Frank. Hi, Frank.
Yes. I got a question, Miracle. Great presentation. Thanks for the summative view of everything. Where do you see this going? Is this just more expanding? Are you going to focus on a particular audience or population? Tell me what you think the next steps are for this Pan-African effort.
Okay, so we do not have any limitations on the levels of individuals we recruit everybody that is interested in the project, everybody, okay? So, but for now, we are mostly focused on Africa. Okay, but recently we have other people coming from outside Africa, they need our project, so we are training them. So, but for now, we are mostly focused in Africa. And also we are expanding our project. Right now we have about 4 projects, and we have other ones that we're still developing to incorporate more. So we want to expand it across different institutions in Africa, space agencies, universities, especially physics departments, astronomy organizations, secondary schools, everywhere that accepts the project. That's the future. And we also want to cover the whole of Africa, the remaining 8 countries very soon, before we even celebrate our 4th anniversary on 4th December. Hope to do that.
Yeah, you've really set your sights high, and you're really achieving it. It's full credit to you, um, and your passion really shows in your talk as well. Will you be able to? Do you think you'll be able to attend the IAU meeting in Cape Town in person? Oh, I think we lost you.
He seems
Oh,
frozen.
we missed your internet cut out.
Oh,
Okay.
Miracle. Edward had a question for you.
No, yeah, Miracle. I asked if you would be able to attend the GA in person.
Yes, I'll be at the GA meeting. I'll be there.
Excellent. That's really good
I'll be at
news.
the GA meeting, yeah.
Well, thank you, Miracle, and thank you all partners. It's really been great to see you. And for those partners who I don't think anyone is in this call, but like I said, it's been really a pleasure to have got to know you over the course of this last 12 months. You have done so much. You've achieved so many things. And we are honored that you are all part of the Global Sky Partners program. We won't have a forum in August. We never do, because that's normally a time that people are starting to get their programs together. And because we've got the GA as well, some people may be on holiday, maybe traveling and such, but I will see you again in September. But in the meantime, I'm always here via email or Slack. Please do get in touch if you run into any problems or have any questions. That's all I have to say. Take care of yourselves. Be kind, as I say to my 7-year-olds, and look forward to being in touch with you in the near future. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Thank you, Ed.